Michael Jackson made a decision that terrified everyone around him: his managers, his dancers, his producers. People begged him not to do it. Some said it was a mistake. Others said it could end everything he had built. Michael listened. He understood the risk, and then he did it anyway. This wasn't early in his career, when experimentation is expected. This was at the height of his fame, when every show was sold out before it was announced, when the formula worked, when touching it made no sense. But Michael chose to change the one thing nobody wanted him to touch, the thing people paid for, the thing that made his concerts feel safe. He decided to slow everything down. In an era where louder meant better, faster meant stronger, and non-stop movement meant success, Michael did the unthinkable. He created moments where nothing happened. No singing, no dancing, no music, just Michael, standing there. To the people around him, this sounded insane. Silence was dangerous. Stillness was risky. If the energy dropped for even a second, the crowd could disconnect. Attention could drift. The illusion could collapse. Everyone assumed the same thing would happen. Michael didn't. He believed something else would happen. And that belief changed everything. People who rehearsed with him later revealed the truth. Those pauses weren't spontaneous. They weren't accidents. They weren't feeling the moment. They were engineered. Timed down to the second. Adjusted again and again. A fraction longer. A breath earlier. A step delayed. Michael tested those moments the way a scientist tests variables, watching reactions, measuring tension, refining the outcome. He was studying the audience without the audience ever realizing it. Michael understood something deeply uncomfortable about human attention. When people are given space, their minds don't relax. They race. They fill silence with expectation. They lean forward, desperate for resolution. By slowing everything down, Michael forced the audience to participate, not physically, mentally. Those silent moments created discomfort. And discomfort creates focus. You couldn't relax. You couldn't drift. You couldn't look away. You had already invested too much. You had to stay until the moment resolved. And when the music finally returned, it didn't feel louder. It felt heavier. It felt earned. Not because the performance changed, but because the audience had changed. They were locked in. That decision reshaped Michael Jackson's performances forever. Concerts stopped feeling like a sequence of songs and started feeling like emotional journeys. Tension, release, silence, repeat. No one else dared to do it the same way. Because if you misjudge silence by even a second, you lose everything. The room, the moment, the crowd. Michael didn't misjudge it because he rehearsed those seconds more than most people rehearse entire songs. That's why his performances aged so well. They weren't built on trends. They were built on human psychology. Michael Jackson didn't take that risk by accident. He took it because he understood something most performers never will. Attention is most powerful when it feels fragile. And that's why the decision that almost scared everyone away ended up pulling millions even closer. If you want more stories about the risky, invisible choices that created legends, subscribe. This channel isn't about highlights. It's about the moments that almost went wrong and changed everything instead.